Hey guys, what's going on? It's me here. So it looks like we're all in for another rate hike this week by the Federal Reserve, which is great news if you're a bank or a large corporation because then you can continue to grow your balance sheet and collect interest payments from the borrowers who have no choice but to take out loans at 6% when just a year ago they could get that same money for free. But for everybody else, this is bad news. This means your cost of living will continue to go up. Your mortgage rates will continue to get more expensive. And now rent prices are beginning to follow. On top of that, with all of this free money being sucked out of the economy, there is a very good chance that we all see a wave of layoffs over the next 12 months. And as someone who has been through several recessions in the last decade, let me tell you, there is no fun in having your hours suddenly cut at work or losing your job because you were one of the last people hired, first person to get fired. So really, really not fun. But that's why it is so important to be thinking ahead about how you can make yourself more recession proof. How you could put yourself in a better position financially so that you have less expenses, lower overhead, and most importantly, more options. Because even though we've seen an impressive comeback throughout the stock market, the truth is, the longer this continues, the harder it will be for investors to justify higher prices in a world where earnings are declining. As you can see, the higher the index goes, the more the market is pricing in hopes for the future rather than fundamentals of today. And that is why it is so important to use this time wisely and make sure you re-taking advantage of every opportunity before everything begins to normalize. That's why today I want to share with you 6 different ways to create multiple income streams that can help you become financially stable no matter what happens. These aren't things that require a lot of money to start. They don't require any special skills. And best of all, they can all be done from the comfort of your own home with a little bit of effort each day. So, given how uncertain the future could be, here is my best advice on how you could build multiple streams of income so that you never have to rely on just one. All right, so first we got to talk about what I think is one of the most underutilized resources, and that would be public. You know, in a way, you could almost think of them like a second job that requires very little work and very little skill to earn. A steady stream of income every month. Like right now, as I'm filming this, it is tax season, which means TurboTax is paying a lot of people to input data into their system. And if you look around Rover, they're willing to pay $19 an hour. For warehouse associates, they're paying $20 an hour with full benefits. And at Fedix, they're paying up to $24 an hour with overtime available. Now, granted, these are not jobs that I would want to do long term, but when you consider that the average person spends 8 hours a day working 5 days a week, that's 40 hours a week, or 160 hours a month. That means you could make anywhere from $320 to $768 a month in your spare time doing some very simple entry-level tasks that could help pay the bills while you continue to focus on building your career. The next is to monetize your hobbies. Think about it this way. Almost every single hobbyist also has a favorite creator that makes videos about what they like. And if you think about it, those creators didn't get where they are today by posting about something that they dislike. Instead, they found a passion, they turned it into a business, and now they're making money doing what they love. One of the best examples of this is playing video games. When I was younger, I used to spend all of my time playing RuneScape, a browser-based game that barely has any graphics and seems boring to everyone except for the few 100,000 daily active players that enjoy it. Well, because of that, there are dozens of YouTubers who are now making a full-time income streaming themselves playing the game and sharing their progress with other like-minded individuals who enjoy the exact same thing. The point is, if you find something that you genuinely enjoy doing and you're pretty good at, then why not try turning that into a side hustle and then eventually a business? There are plenty of examples of this online. Someone could be making videos reviewing Pokemon cards and trading them on the secondary market, or someone else could be talking about the newest trends on TikTok and how you could organically grow an account. Or maybe you could be showing people how to knit and crochet and sell the products online. There are a lot of different ways to do this, but the best part is if you're passionate about something, then you'll naturally be inclined to learn more about it, study it, and become an expert in the field. From there, it just takes a little bit of creativity, a camera, and a willingness to share your knowledge with others. Third, we have freelancing. Look, a lot of us have unique skill sets that could be very valuable to someone else. It just takes a little creativity to figure out what that is and how much you could charge for it. Take a look at Fiverr, for example. Here, I'll find thousands of different services ranging from digital marketing to graphic design to gaming to voiceovers, and the list goes on. If you search for the most popular services, you'll notice that a lot of them don't even require any experience to get started. Just a willingness to learn and a desire to help others. Sure, if you're experienced in your field, you'll probably be able to charge more. But the fact that these services are even in demand shows that there is always room for beginners, and if you do a good job, then chances are you'll get more work through referrals and repeat customers. This brings us to No. 4, which is consulting. This is something that I've personally done for the past 10 years. And the truth is, I haven't even considered myself a YouTuber until recently. For the majority of my life, I've always been happy to simply share what I learned about investing and the stock market because I thought it was valuable information that helped other people. And in return, I've gotten a lot of fulfillment out of being able to do that. Well, fast forward to today, and it turns out there are actually companies out there that would be willing to pay me for my expertise. I could give a 1-hour presentation to a group of employees teaching them about personal finance and investing. And in exchange, they would pay me several $1,000s. In fact, just last week, I gave a speech to a company about financial independence and how to invest your money. And I had so much fun. I loved sharing what I knew. And in return, I was fairly compensated for my time. To me, this is a perfect win-win scenario where I get to share my knowledge with other people and make money at the same time. And the craziest part is that there are so many businesses out there that need consultants just like you. They just need someone who knows what they were talking about so they could avoid making the same mistakes you made on your journey. Next, we got to talk about content creation. If you like the idea of starting a channel, but you're not too sure how you could monetize it, here's an interesting strategy. Why not start a channel focused around helping others? You could teach people how to cook, how to repair electronics, how to fix their credit, how to save money, how to budget, how to prepare for emergencies. The list goes on. And the best part is you don't necessarily have to show your face or reveal your identity. In fact, some of the most successful channels out there aren't even run by real people. Take a look at Whiteboard Finance, for example. They have 1.4 million subscribers watching videos about personal finance and investing. Or check out Financial Audit. He literally teaches people how to save money, and they have nearly 800,000 subscribers. The fact is, there's a lot of demand for educational content. People just want to learn from people that they feel are smarter than them. And if that's something that you're passionate about and interested in doing, then YouTube could be a great platform to grow your reach and monetize your knowledge without ever showing your face. And finally, number 6, we got to talk about affiliate marketing. This is something that I've been doing for the last 4 years, and it is probably one of the easiest ways to earn commissions without having to create your own product. The way that it works is very simple. Let's say you make videos about cars. You could then include links to the products you recommend down below in the description. Then if somebody clicks on that link and buys, you make a commission on the sale. It's like getting paid for giving a referral. It's pretty simple, and all you have to do is share something that you already know. And like, that could be clothes, electronics, coffee makers, cooking equipment, whatever. All of these links are included in an affiliate program where the brand gets to decide how much you are going to make per sale. Amazon, for example, is the largest affiliate program in the world where you can make anywhere from 3 to 10% depending on the category and how much money you make. And they have over 200 million products that you could promote, giving you endless opportunities to make money without having to create anything on your own. So that's why I think these are some of the best ways to generate passive income streams that anyone could do, regardless of how the market is performing or how the economy is doing. The best part about this is that once you set up the systems to generate income, you should be able to scale it to a point where you can quit your job and work on your own terms. Now, obviously, this takes a lot of time to build, and it does require a lot of effort to get started. But the biggest mistake you could make right now is to ignore this and continue doing the exact same thing as everybody else. I mean, just think about it. If everyone is relying on the stock market to grow their wealth, then everyone is going to be vulnerable when the market declines. But if you diversify your income, spread your risk across several different avenues, and pursue something that you're passionate about, then you're gonna be able to weather any storm that comes your way and come out ahead on the other side. That's why I strongly believe that the best investments you could make right now are in yourself, your education, and your future. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Also, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and let me know what you think. With that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. And until next time,